Hello guys, this is Shumonto and today we will learn about something about React.js. So first of all, we will look into this fact like what is React.js. React.js is basically an open source JavaScript client-side library, and as it's a client side, so naturally you understand like it is used for building user interface specifically for single page application. Now one question really comes in your mind, like what is a single page application? What is the difference of our normal application with or traditional application with this single page application? So if you want to understand the basic difference between normal application, what normal application does. In case of normal application, we have a client, and client makes an initial request to server, and server gives an HTML page, and when something happens and the client wants to reload this page, he again post something to the server, and server in turns gives HTML again to the client. So it's kind of page reloading process, which is pretty expensive in nature in case of traditional page lifecycle what we have seen. But in case of single page lifecycle, what happens like your client whenever requests to the server for initial request, if it is an initial request, it gives a single HTML page, and whatever the request comes after that request or whatever the post or any type of interaction, if client wants to have with the server, then server, what server does with just server gives some JSON stuff, which is a very slick data, and that is being interpolated into the client side. So definitely client side will have a framework, we will have a strong scalable framework which will cater this type of actions which is going to happen with the JSON. And that is why the concept of client side framework comes into the picture in a bigger way, and this makes this whole process, which is pretty different from the traditional process, is responsible to make this whole application a bit smarter and well scalable and enhance the performance. So this is the basic philosophy of single page application, and React's fully support it. React actually uses it, is also a JavaScript library or framework, you can say, like, which is used for building user interface. It's a client-side framework, and there are different UI components. The concept of reusable UI components are there, and React was it will be probably everybody knows, like React was first created by Jordan, and who was a software engineer working in Facebook, and he deployed it on the Facebook newsfeed feature, as we are very much useful with the newsfeed stuff of Facebook in the year of 2011, and then this framework has been used again in case of Instagram in the year of 2012. So that is the thing why React is very much popular. It is whenever we are going to develop a large scale web application, we need to change data, and without reloading the page, we want that without reloading the page the data should be changed. And the main purpose of React is to make these things faster, scalable and simple, and it works on user interface. So it's as we mentioned, as the SPA's demand, like it's a client side framework totally. Okay, and React gives or comes with the different features, like it uses JSX. Now, what is JSX? JSX is instead of a regular JavaScript for templating, it uses JX, which is a simple JavaScript, and allows HTML coding, and uses HTML syntax to render the subcomponents. We can render the subcomponents using JSX. So HTML syntax is being processed into JavaScript calls to React framework, and we can also write pure old JavaScript. I mean, that independency has been given as well. The next feature of React is like React Native. React Native is kind of native libraries which were announced by Facebook in the year of 2015, and which provides the React architecture to native applications like iOS, Android, and UPD, like all these things. React makes the whole picture very, very much simple. I know, as you must be aware of this fact. Like in case of MVC template, React only fits or only caters the view part. So the view part can be it can be used as an application development of mobile and web. Definitely, React also gives with React Native, as we mentioned earlier, and that is a very, very important thing. Another important thing is that it makes the whole application very, very much simple. What is the exact thing which brings this simplicity? A set of immutable values are being passed to the components rendered as a property in its HTML tags. This is a very, very important feature, and the component cannot directly modify any properties but pass a call back, correct, function which help or of which we can modification. Okay, so the complete process is known as properties flow down but actions flows up. Data actually flows down but actions flows up. And we need to know that in case of MVC, the M template will be fitted by the Flux pattern, and this works along with the React, and Flux has different stuffs like dispatcher, stores, actions, and obviously the view part, which is coming under React. So we will discuss these things later on. For today, I think the basic behavior of React, or why React, this stuff is pretty clear with you guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video.